Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Equinox reading for you, which the Equinox is on September 23rd, 2019. And if you are in the Northern Hemisphere, this is the fall, the autumn equinox. If you are in the Southern Hemisphere, this is the spring equinox. So both equinoxes, of course, have the power of balance to them. Most definitely, it is when you have the day and the night be of equal length, and the astrology is both the same. So I'm going to be doing these readings together. So let's see now, Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what the equinox of September 23rd, 2019 has in store for you. Virgo, equinox, September 23rd, 2019. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Ooh, goodness. Okay, fantastic. That's where the cards fell, so that's where Spirit wants me to stop. At the center of everything, well, Virgo, we have you right there. So that's absolutely brilliant. Okay, you have the Hermit at the heart, the Nine of Swords crowning everything, the Six of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Tower, yeah, okay, and the Temperance. Oh, I like that ending. This is a very powerful equinox for you, yeah. The Five of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the King of Swords, this triangle right here. It's very interesting because it was in a different place. I believe it was over here, but Leo had the same triangle of all the air signs, the Page, the Knight, and instead of the King, they had the Queen. So this sun that we are in for this equinox is in Libra. This Libra energy is going to be very impactful for you. It's all about balance, especially with the emotional, all right? And with this sun in Libra, it creates balance and understanding between people, especially people you have been kind of in discord with, that you have had polarizing views with. And I see that very much being the case with you, especially since you are such a compassionate, such a giving sign, okay? So your heart is really going to be on display for this equinox. It might actually be a bit uncomfortable if that is not something that you're usually used to, okay? For those in the Northern Hemisphere, this is a time of fall, of autumn. So we are going into kind of the feminine-driven months and the feminine-driven time of the year, the time where you are in the womb. So the winter months are going to be the time of introspection, of comprehension, and you are really embracing that full-heartedly. There is some sort of truth that you are going to come to by the end of 2019 that is going to be highly impactful for you, and that's kind of going to have changed the game. This is also saying that the equinox is going to bring up a sense of, it's discord and disharmony, but it's not in a bad way. It is, I know, I just laughed at what Spirit just had me say, but it is a sense of change. That's it. It's not discord and disharmony, though the change can be unpleasant for some Virgos out there. I don't want to sit there and say, oh my gosh, it's just going to be wonderful, and then for you to go through a very painful transformation and be like, Dane, you are an absolute liar. Because what I'm seeing here with the Tower card, I see this as a karmic debt being played, as something that had to be learned. You kind of wrote it into your chart before you came down here. And now Spirit is saying, okay, now it is time to learn these lessons, to embrace this truth. And you are coming to the completion of a cycle, but you're not quite there yet. There's a deeper understanding that you obtain, and people aren't going to see the inner struggle that you have, the fact that you feel pulled in 18 million different directions, and you need to just, Spirit is saying you need to have your voice heard, nobody else's voice heard above yours. Nobody that you think, okay, if I say this, this person will really understand me, or if I say that, this person will really understand me. It's kind of saying here, Virgo, speak loudly, speak proudly of what you want and where you're heading, because here is the balancing energy of the masculine and the feminine. If you are in the Southern Hemisphere, you are going into springtime. Spring and summer are the masculine months, are the months of, the sun shining, being outside, not being contained within the womb, but really springing forth and going after what it is that you desire. So for for you, Virgo, this is going to be a time where, yes, you're going after what it is that you want. Yes, you're finding this balance. Yes, you're going after your truth, but you're going to do so in a much more introspective, much more looking at the bigger picture deal here, because the Jupiter is in Scorpio, and this is a time that is highly impactful for you because it's going to be bringing into light the finer details and the bigger picture. So you're going to see the finer details of what you want, what you need, where you're heading, and you're going to see the bigger picture of how to get there. No, reverse that. Finer details of the step-by-steps that you need to take. The bigger picture of what you want, what you need, and where you're heading is coming into play. Now let's put down your fairy guidance and your witchling cards. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, Virgo. This one right here. Now I've already shuffled and meditated upon the cards, so when one pops out like that, it's a really good sign. Equinox. There we go. Yeah, karma and healing. Okay, you're healing from a karmic debt being paid. You are going to have your emotions brought forward, but this equinox is all about justice because it is in the Libra time frame, and this is just a powerful balance, especially with that Jupiter in Scorpio, a powerful balance of justice coming forward, of justice being in your life, and of you finding your footing of where you stand and where it is that you want to be, what it is that you need. Now, your witchling cards. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Virgo. Equinox, September 23rd, 2019. Virgo, Equinox. Okay, fantastic. First card here is happiness and cleansing. Yeah, you're going to need to cleanse yourself. Now, I have been on and am on a spiritual retreat, and I'm actually seeing that that's something that would be absolutely beneficial and beautiful for you, to connect with spirit, to kind of tune out the outside world and really connect with your higher guidance. And that's something that you could do for just this one day, the spring, the autumn equinox, depending on where in the world you are. Or you can do it for a greater time period, a 9-day time period, or even 9 weeks would be something that's highly beneficial to you. So we're starting off here with happiness. And this says, if happy is what you want, then happy you shall be. You're making a choice. You're making a choice to embrace your truth. Again, this is not listening to everybody else. It is not living everybody else's truth. Virgo, it is claiming your voice. It is claiming your power, finding your balance, and embracing your justice. The color that shines through here is yellow. It's healing and cleansing your solar plexus. You will find that if you're not embracing your truth, if you're not embracing your ideas, your power, where it is that you stand, you're going to find that your stomach gets very upset. You might find that you're very sensitive to certain types of food. Alcohol could hurt your stomach, and dairy, those type of things can just be very hard for you to digest at this time, or you could simply have an upset stomach. Then we have cleansing. Energy cleansing creates a healthy and harmonious space for which to thrive. Cleanse your energy. You are carrying a lot of baggage with you that is going to come forward during this time of justice and this time of balance. The color that shines through here is green. It's healing and cleansing your heart chakra, being in alignment with what your heart wants, with what your soul needs. We have here healing. And this says, a healthy body thrives with a constant flow of balanced energy. The energy needs to be balanced as you turn inward, as you embrace your soul and yourself. Because with the 4 of Pentacles at your root, what I'm seeing is that the energy isn't always balanced, and that you have someone in your life. It can be an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, an Aquarius, but it can be a mental manipulation, and it doesn't have to be somebody at all. It can be the way that you're looking at a situation, or the responsibility that you see towards a certain thing, where mentally things are being manipulated so that your energy is draining. You're giving your energy to someone else or something else. It can be a karmic debt, and you might not even know this person. So I don't want you to sit there and think, oh my gosh, there's an emotional vampire around me that I need to kind of vanquish from my life. There is just a sense here of mentally, being drained, being drawn in a direction that isn't right for you. And it can simply be the expectations of society, the expectations of others, that is just too much for you during this equinox. And this equinox is really telling you, turn inward, embrace your balance, embrace your truth, and you will have a clarity of mind and a understanding that fiercely, and I see that in this line right here, that fiercely moves you forward in an unstoppable way. Here we have karma. Karma is the universal teacher sending forth lessons from past and present. And that's definitely shining through here in the tower. And you're meeting these lessons head on. And they have taught you, there we go, invaluable lessons that will carry you through, not only in this lifetime, but if you are to reincarnate again, will carry you through into your next lifetimes. And this can even be for some of you, you're breaking a generational debt and you are seeing the justice and the truth in the power that you have now during this equinox that you haven't seen before. The Hermit represents you in the major arcana, Virgo. You are represented in the minor arcana by the Pentacles. You are turning inward. Your passion is lighting your way, guiding your feet. You're shedding a skin. You are free to fly. And this is because you're looking at what you want and what you desire. This equinox for you is going to be a great time of truth and understanding, of an illumination of passion and desire that you might have kind of written off as childish or unnecessary, or told yourself, you know what, it's time to grow up, stop being so foolish. No, now it is time to really connect with you as you move forward. There is nothing foolish about your heart's desire or about what you truly want as you move forward. Because here, with the Page of Swords, you are being a student of your prosperity and of your success. The Page of Swords represents an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius, which means for me, Libra is where the sun is during this time frame. So this sun energy is going to be very powerful for you, and you will actually feel the residual effects of the Libra sun into the night, and it's going to make you think of different things. I would highly suggest having a journal around you to jot down ideas as you turn inward, just what comes to your head, or a sketchbook, however it is that you express yourself. You are going to find that your expressions are very meaningful during this time. And that has been, I believe, true for you for a little bit now, Virgo. As you turn inward, you are going to be getting messages from Spirit. You are going to be highly connected to Spirit as you move forward, as you look at bigger pictures. You are being a student of your mind and where it is that you stand. You might also see that there's an air sign energy in your life, and this can be somebody who you have known for a bit of time, okay? They go from page to being a knight to being a king. So I would say that this is somebody that you have known for a while, or this can be that you yourself are seeing this evolution within you, and you are ready. You are more than ready to become a king of your mind, your desires, and where it is that you stand, with no one and nothing standing in your way. There's a truth that's coming over you that's going to move you forward, and that has weathered a storm that other people might not have been able to weather. So you have to give yourself those kudos there, Virgo. Then we have the Nine of Swords, doubts, fears, apprehension. People don't see that. They see you as the Six of Wands right there, confidence, bravado, success. You know, they really see you as somebody who has it all. And you do on one hand, but on the other hand, right here, you are pushing yourself too hard. You are overthinking, overanalyzing things. Step back, embrace your soul, embrace yourself, embrace what it is that you want. And you're going to find that you calm the chaos that is around you. Now, this can be internal chaos with the Five of Wands, but this can also be external chaos, where you just see a lot of arguments and you want to keep the peace, because that's what you are all about, Virgo. You are the caregiver. You are the person who keeps the peace, the person who is very understanding, very nurturing, and also very kind of down to earth, likes to be grounded. I would say to you, if you can, go out into nature during the equinox. If you can enjoy the night of the equinox, kind of sitting outside just for a little bit, that would be like a balm on a wound, and the wound is everything that you have been through. I saw 2019 as a time of tremendous change, as a time of ending a cycle, and it has been, but for so many people, myself included, it has been a 10 of Swords time, not a 10 of Cups, which I was so hoping it would be. The 10 of Swords is the darkness before the dawn. It's facing a lot of things. It's breaking a cage, and it's It's seeing the truth about yourself. And that's what this equinox is giving you. It's a sense of balance. It's a sense of going deeper into what it is that you want. You're seeing the big picture now, and you are breaking the chaos that is keeping you from the power of where you stand, from the power of your truth. All right? Now, with the Four of Pentacles, I see this as an emotional vampire card. All right? It is a sense of holding on to things because you can, because the other part of your life is so chaotic that this thing that might not make any sense, and you hold on to it because this is where you have power. You might find that you're getting headaches, stomach pain, foot pain, because you are holding on to beliefs, what emotionally you really desire, and where you want to be, but there's an inability to move forward. So here, I actually see you breaking that emotional vampire card. Now, it can be that there is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius, that is holding you back. But I also see this as you cutting through doubts and fears, you knowing your mind and what it is that you want through this equinox, through the power of balance and the Libra sun that comes over you. There's a Cancer moon too, which is all about you embracing your emotions and embracing your truth. As you do so, the battle crow alights on your head. You know the battles that you have been through. The Morgan right here in Welsh mythology, Hwnnw and Mwnin, the ravens in North mythology, about your power, your truth, seeing the past, thought and memory, right, coming together with Hwnnw and Mwnin. And this is saying here, do not live in the past, but do not forget the lessons that you have learned, because they have been invaluable. And this is going to be a time of real contemplation, of really looking back and seeing the way that you are moving forward in a truth that is right for you. You cut through doubts and fears. You can be a bit sharp-tongued, but know that your mind and your wit is going to be on stage. You are the actor upon the stage when it comes to your thoughts, when it comes to your conversations with other people. People are going to be taking note. So make sure that you are very mindful of what you say. You are very mindful of getting frustrated with people because they're not seeing the bigger picture the way that you are. You cut through doubts and fears, and you embrace your passion and your power. You also guard the seed of your soul, because you're not letting everybody see the greater plans that you have, because this is a time of you planning something that brings you closer to your true essence, that brings you closer to where it is that you want to be and what it is that you desire. With the Tower card, this is karmic energy coming up that you don't want to deal with, okay? But this is also a change coming into your life that propels you forward. This is divinity saying it is time. And you're running at this kind of headlong. I would usually say kind of think this through before you charge. But if you think it through too much, Virgo, you won't go after what it is that you want. And divinity doesn't really let you sit there and say, oh, well, maybe I'll do this and maybe I'll do that. They're like, fly, and they kick you out of the nest. It's kind of like a baby bird. And I see you flying. This is where you see the justice in everything that you have been through. You're seeing the tough times that you have been through in 2019, but also throughout your life, the hardships, the pains, the disappointments. And you're seeing that they sculpted you in a very certain way. It's kind of like, it's like Michelangelo making a Da Vinci. Not Michelangelo making a Da Vinci, no. Michelangelo making a David. That's what I see here. That's what I see here. And you're sculpting. You've been sculpted, and it's chiseling away and away. And now you're able to step back in this equinox. And you're able to step back, and you're able to start to see the masterpiece that is made from a block of marble. You are being made into a masterpiece, and you are embracing that masterpiece. You are being a student of your mind. Why? Because the mind interprets the soul, interprets your emotions, and leads you forward to the truth that brings you balance. That is so important for you at this time, to know that your mind is based off of your emotions, that is powered by your soul. And if you truly listen to your soul, it's the only perfect thing about us. If you truly listen to your soul, you will find that you are empowered in a way that you hadn't expected. And then you have the Temperance card, balance, 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 coming in, because here you feel like there isn't any balance, that people are pulling you in 500,000 different directions. But as you step back, as you truly embrace the balance of this equinox, this balance of this Libra sun, you find that, and this balance that is brought to you by Jupiter and Scorpio, you find that truth and justice and it sounds kind of over the top, but truth and justice are your cornerstones, is your calling block for where it is that you want to be. You are being true to yourself, and you are being just to yourself, and this brings the temperance, the balance that you so greatly deserve. It calms the chaos, and it lets you be a student of what you truly want and where you truly need to be. Your subconscious message is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is embracing your passion, is embracing your transformation. It's connecting with the God's head within you. Instead of looking externally, you are looking internally. You connect with the God's head and you see your passion and your truth, because Brahma said that the one place that human beings would never look for the God's head, for divinity is within themselves. And that's where you are looking now. And you are passionately kind of set on fire, charging forward to obtain your goals and claiming your throne and claiming the passion of where you stand, the passion of your truth. All right, Virgo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may you absolutely have a blessed Virgonox? No, blessed Equinox, Virgo. There we go. But Virgonox is melding those two together. Bye, guys.